Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So ADA has rallied into the resistance area, has followed the microstructures quite nicely over the last few days. And we are still tracking here a potential wave 4 triangle. That's at least the white scenario. In this triangle pattern, we are dealing with an A, B, C, D, E structure. And the E wave could complete somewhere in this region, maybe around 65 cents. That's speculative at this point. We don't have enough waves in place to consider the triangle really completed. It first would require a healthy D wave, then a higher low in an E wave before we go higher. The line in the sand that is defined on the chart, which helps us distinguish between the bullish triangle pattern and a more bearish interpretation, is the red line here, located at 51 cents. Why is this level important? Because it is the pivot between bullish momentum and bearish momentum. It is the formal invalidation point. And again, why is that important? Because the formal invalidation point, if it's triggered, if the price breaks below it, it will tell us that the triangle is breaking, that a root is broken, basically. The market cannot break below the low of the C wave that formed here on the 7th of April. Well, it can, but not in a triangle. Okay, so it would be a different scenario then. So for now, I think we can consider this still a valid Elliott wave triangle. And at the moment, we might be working on this D wave of the triangle that I just showed you. And the D wave is a 3-wave pattern. So idea, thesis is, this is the A wave, which is a 3 or a 5-wave move. We now have completed 3 waves. Then there could be a B wave pullback and a C wave rally. Over the last few days, ADA has followed nicely the outlined roadmap. So what we wanted to see in the last update here is one more push higher towards potentially 66 cents. That happened. Reminder, we talked about this as an ABC structure in wave A. And then we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe a 5th wave still to come. That 5th wave happened, it formed a marginally higher high. That is enough to be considered a 5th wave in wave C of A. And therefore we have a completed ABC structure. Does it mean now a B wave pullback has to start? No, but it can now. Well, it could have done it before, but now we actually have a full ABC structure. And I would say the minimum requirements here for a full C wave are fulfilled. So that means at that point, if now a pullback starts, we are watching this area between 54 cents and 60 cents. What if we go higher? Then it might be that the A wave turns into 5 waves. That shouldn't be anything new. I talked about that in the previous video as well. A waves can be 3 or 5 wave movements. If it's 5 waves, it is more clearly bullish. It is less likely to be the yellow scenario, which is our bearish scenario, and that would provide more clarity. Either way, the bearish count, of course, has a chance. That would mean it's a B wave rally and we're breaking down below 51 cents and we're following the 3rd wave down and might eventually test the August lows of last year. But there is one support zone that stands in the way, and that is this one between 54 cents and 60.5 cents. As long as we're holding that, we could watch for higher prices, even though with only a 3-wave rally from the April low, we don't have clear probabilities. Okay, that's what I try to communicate. We only have a corrective bounce, which has done what we wanted it to do, but now it's full. So another 4-5 pattern would be a bonus. It would provide clarity. I think now that we've reached the resistance area, that we've reached targets, it's time to take a step back, see how the market reacts. Pay attention to the structure as we're heading to the new trading week. Pay attention to the structure of the next pullback. And then if the pullback is corrective, which means if it's a 3-wave move down, like in an ABC structure, this could be a setup for higher prices in this C wave. So that's the update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.